We were founded in 1898, so we're the oldest educational environmental nonprofit in New England. We primarily do environmental education. We reach over 5,000 children in our school programs. We also have adult education programs. We have workshops on landscaping, watershed science. We're data providers. We have an instrumented buoy in the lake that provides information on water temperature and chemistry of the lake 24/7 all throughout the year. We also have a water quality lab housed with our partner at Colby Sawyer College. Back in 1999, when invasives were first beginning to take hold in New England and around the state, we started the Weed Watch program, which we had volunteers monitor the entire perimeter of the lake, and we still have that program. We've changed the name to Invasive Watch because now it's not only plants, it's tiny animals as well. We also started a lake monitoring program back in 2000, and the purpose of that was to have volunteers check boats on their way into the lake to educate them about invasive species, because the primary vector, or the way that invasive species are spread, is through boats. Moving forward to today, thankfully, the New Hampshire Lakes Association has taken the Lake Coast Lake Monitoring Program statewide, which is wonderful. Actually, in the year 2004, I think it was, we did discover invasive milfoil in Lake Sunapee. So we got on it right away because it was spotted early on. So we managed to eradicate it, and we're now free of invasives, knock on wood, because they are coming our way. There are two components to our invasive program here in Lake Sunapee. The invasive watchers who swim, paddleboard, and basically volunteer. We have about 30 volunteers, always looking for more, to monitor the edges, if you will, of the lake, because that's where invasives show up first. The second part is the Lake Coast program, the lake monitors who educate boaters coming into the lake. We have 5 lake ramps, boat ramps, and Sunapee is where we are now, is the busiest. And those Lake Coast not only educate the boaters about invasives, and also the lake monitors check the hulls, and occasionally we do find plants, and I think 2 years ago we found some dried up zebra mussels on the hull of a particular boat. And that brings up, why are invasives bad? Well, they're not native, for one thing, but because they're not native, they either don't have predators and they go crazy. I mean, they just take over, so that your native mussels, your native clams just don't have a chance. Take rock bass, for example. They've been very successful because they don't have predators and they're voracious. The area does have a rock bass derby every summer, and you just throw the rod in and they go for it. So unfortunately, they also go for the fry of trout and bass and some of the fish that are not invasive. So can take over to the point where you can't swim, you can't boat. It's just really messy. And once they get out of hand, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to eradicate. So it's much better to catch them early and get ahead of the game. If you'd like to have more information, do go to our website, lakesunapee.org. We have an entire area with a lot of really neat information on aquatic invasives.
Thank you, June. If you have interest and concern for maintaining the quality and beauty of our lakes, get involved with the LSPA.